Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Amy and I am on a financial freedom journey with my family. I share all about that and more on my channel. If you guys are interested, please hit that subscribe button. Today we're going to be talking about our financial goals and net worth for January 2023. This is the first time I'll be talking about our 2023 goals in this type of video, so I'm excited to share our progress towards these goals this year with you guys and share our net worth progress. Again, we've been sharing our net worth for quite a while on YouTube. And later in the video, when we talk about net worth, I will be going over our net worth since January of 2021. So stick around for that. But let's go ahead and get into it. So as you can see here, we have our financial goals up here, and we are starting with our car fund. So we have a goal of $10,000 in our car fund. This is to buy a second car for my husband and I. We currently are a one-car family right now. And so we are wanting to purchase a second car. So in January, we were able to put $2,200 into this goal. That leaves us with a total for the year, obviously, of $2,200 because we're in January, and our goal is $10,000. That leaves our remaining at $7,800, and we are 22% of the way to this goal. So really quickly, if you did not watch my 2023 goals video, we do have a bunch of goals that we're trying to work towards this year in addition to the car fund. So our second goal that we're going to be working on later in the year is my husband's Roth IRA for 2023. Last year, we maxed out my Roth IRA, and so this year we're wanting to max out my husband's. And that goal is $6,500 for the year. We also want to put money extra towards our mortgage principal. We do have a 30-year mortgage on our home that we just got in August. And so we have a goal of putting $15,000 towards our mortgage principal this year. Then we have two different goals down here that are like kind of stretch goals or backseat goals that we're not really working towards right now, but we might put extra money towards throughout the year depending on how these three goals go in the year. So that would be my Roth IRA for 2023 and then also our kids' college savings. So we did actually put $200 in here for January, but this is not something that we've been funding on like a regular basis. I didn't even put a goal for the 529 because I really don't know what, if anything else, we're going to be able to put in here. But obviously my Roth IRA goal is also $6,500. So I did not put a goal in the college savings for now. I might add one later in the year, but for now, I'm just leaving it as just like an extra goal. So total for the month of January, we put $2,400 towards financial goals, and our goal for 2023 total is $38,000, but for our three main goals that we have, it's $31,500, but that is including this additional $6,500. That's like our stretch goal. So realistically, we're hoping to put anywhere from $30,000 to $40,000 towards financial goals. That is on track with what we have done in years past. It's a little bit lower, but that is because we also do have a higher mortgage now than we have in the past year. So in August, we bought our house in 2022, and our mortgage is a decent amount higher than it was in the past. So we obviously are not going to be able to put as much as we have in, like 2020, 2021, 2022. That we did in those years this year. So we're trying to be realistic, but also we're trying to push ourselves so that hopefully we can create some extra income and achieve more than what we expect. So we have remaining $35,800, and we are 6% of the way to our financial goals for 2023. So let's go ahead and move down to net worth. This is what is really exciting to me because I love watching our net worth grow. Even though it doesn't grow every single month, it's still exciting to see the progress. So our house value, we are leaving this at $500,000. This is basically an in-between number of what we paid for our home and what it appraised for. It did appraise higher than we paid for it. So we just kind of thought it was a like sweet spot of just an even number that was like in between what we paid and what it was appraised for. So we are leaving it at $500,000. In prior years with our past house that we had, we used Zillow to give us like a rough estimate. Well, we don't actually have a Zillow estimate for our house because it's too new and Zillow does not recognize it yet. So if we do eventually get onto Zillow, then I'll probably start using that to better track it. But for now, we're just leaving it at that. We do have a high deductible health plan, which means that we qualify for an HSA. So we do have an HSA that we're adding money to. We did also get an employer contribution to this in January. So our current balance for our HSA is almost $6,000, which is really exciting. We do have our out-of-pocket max for our high deductible health plan is, I think, $6,850. So I would love to have this account be at least $6,850 or more at all times, just to make sure that, like, if there's a year that comes up that we need to, like, max out our out of pocket, that we would have that money able to be used for that. We do use our HSA for health, dental, and vision expenses. I know a lot of people use this as an investment account. We do use it as an investment account. We do invest some of the money, but we do also like know that if we had an expense come up, we would pull it from this account. So it's kind of a mix for us. Like we're hoping that we don't have to pull from it. And usually if there's like a really small expense, like for example, I just got a bill a couple weeks ago that was like $16 from our dentist. I did not pull that out of the HSA just because it's not worth it to me to like file, you know, the claim and everything for that little amount of money. But, you know, if we have like a $300 bill come up, I would definitely take that from our HSA. So that's just our strategy with it. Maybe at some point in the future, we would use that only as an investment account. But for now, while we have like small kids, we are definitely meaning to use it for our health expenses. So retirement and savings, this is our emergency fund, all of our sinking funds, our checking account balance, and all of our retirement accounts. So it's really just like all of our cash that we have basically invested and not. So that is $218,000 right now. Again, this number does wildly fluctuate because the majority of this money is invested. My husband and I both work full time, so we both have 401ks through our employers. We both also have Roth IRAs. We have a lot of things in here, and it does fluctuate a lot because, like I said, a lot of that money is invested. Next up, we have our brokerage account. So this is a brokerage account that we have opened a couple of years ago. We don't put a lot of money into it right now. It's not like a main focus because we do have a lot of other financial goals right now that we're working towards, but we do have about $2,300 in our brokerage account right now. We do house that at M1 Finance. I love M1, so if you guys want to check that out, I will leave my link in the bio and the pinned comment if you guys want to check out M1. That's also where I have my Roth IRA as well. And then lastly, we have our car value. So I currently have an SUV, and this is approximately the value of it. We haven't updated it in a really long time. It's definitely worth more than this actually because of like the used car situation right now, but we just left it at 17 because I don't know, I'm too lazy to fix it. So our total assets total to $743,200. And let's move down to our liabilities. So we are debt free except for our mortgage right now. So our mortgage is currently $366,500, and that is our only liability. Now let's move down to our net worth by month. So I normally don't share all of the historical data for this because it is just a lot of information. So I won't spend too much time on this, but if you guys can see, we have a simple little chart here that I'll move closer up here. So we started our net worth journey, our net worth tracking really like strictly in January of 2021. So this will be our third year of tracking our net worth. And we started at $92,000. So in January of 2021, we still had debt. We were still working consistently towards paying off debt, and we were paying off a lot of debt. So as you can see, for the entire year of 2021, we did not have a decrease in net worth. And this was mostly because we were putting so much money towards debt that it was canceling out any of like, if there was any stock market fluctuation or anything like that, we were just putting thousands of dollars towards our debt. So then if we scroll down to January of 2022, that was the beginning of last year. We started last year at $251,000. We became debt-free in December of 2021. So this was our first debt-free net worth right here. So we were at $250,000. And as you can see here, our net worth at the end of January of 2023 is $376,000. So we have had quite a lot of growth. A lot of our growth came from selling our first house in August of 2022. As you can see, we had quite a jump there. We were definitely undervaluing our prior homes. So obviously that had a lot to do with like our catching up of undervaluing it. But yeah, that's really exciting progress. I can't believe we're over 300,000 when we really started this under 100, and it's only been a few years. It's really crazy. So as you can see on the chart here, it was pretty steady growth. And then here's where we hit that increase with our home sale. And then ever since, it's kind of been fluctuating. Like it's been pretty stable going up, but there's a few months where it's kind of dipped down. But in general, we are trending upwards for sure. And this month, we actually had an increase of $12,000. In January, the stock market did pretty well, so I was happy with that. And so year to date, we are at $12,250. As far as our net worth milestone tracking, we don't have anything to track, but we are getting really close to 400,000. So I'm really excited about that and super excited to share when we do hit that. So I'm hoping that'll be sometime this year, as long as it happens sometime this year, I'll be really excited about that. And then our next goal will be 500,000, which is crazy to even think that we could be worth $500,000. Like, it's just wild. So really excited to share this progress with you guys. Let me know in the comments down below. Do you guys track your net worth and your financial goals? If you do, let me know about your progress in the month of January. I would love to chat with you guys about that. And I will talk to you guys on Friday. Bye, guys.